Welcome, friends, to a journey through time and tranquility. Imagine this: you're standing in line, patiently waiting for that morning cup of coffee that promises the sweet, sweet kickstart to your day. But then, someone cuts in front of you. The nerve, right? You feel that familiar heat rising. You're about to lose your cool. Let loose your cool. Let loose the dogs of war. But wait, hold that thought and breathe. Because today we're tackling an age-old wisdom that's as relevant now as it was in ancient Rome. Stoicism. That's right. Stoicism isn't just for the toga-clad philosophers of yore. It's for you, me, and that person who just cut in line. It's a practical guide to mastering your emotions and taking control back when life throws you curveballs. And believe me, after today's video you'll be catching those curveballs with the grace of a stoic sage. Before we dive into these transformative techniques, I have 3 favors to ask. If you're ready to upgrade your emotional toolkit and keep cool under any pressure, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to our channel for more empowering content, and ring that notification bell, because trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up. Alright, let's embark on this journey of emotional mastery and self-control. Welcome to the world of Stoicism. Have you ever wondered, in the heat of your last meltdown, if there might be a way to cool the inferno of your emotions? What if I told you that the secret to turning that flare up into a flicker lies in the wise words of the Stoics from over 2 millennia ago? Today, we're not just going to talk about Stoicism in theory, but we're going to equip you with practical techniques, straight from the Stoic playbook that can transform your emotional responses. These aren't just idle musings of long-gone thinkers, but battle-tested strategies that can help you maintain your composure, even when chaos reigns around you. Stoicism teaches us about emotional mastery, which is the art of observing your feelings without being enslaved by them. Imagine standing in the eye of the storm, the world raging around you, and you, yes, you, remaining unshaken, deliberate, and purposeful. This is what Stoicism can bring to your life. A sense of calm and control that most can only dream of. So let's delve into these ancient yet incredibly relevant Stoic techniques that can help you keep a level head. Whether it's in line for coffee during a stressful work meeting, or even amidst the pandemonium of a family dinner, your newfound Stoic wisdom will be your steadfast ally. Stay tuned as we uncover the secrets to emotional mastery and self-control, ensuring that your next potential meltdown is instead a moment of poised reflection, setting the stage for our exploration into the practicality of Stoicism. Let us embark on a brief journey through its history and understand its profound relevance in the modern world. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy conceived around 300 BC, was founded in Athens by Zeno of Citium. This philosophical paradigm quickly gained traction as a means of finding inner peace in the tumultuous world of Hellenistic Greece. Rooted in the practice of virtue, wisdom, and rationality, Stoicism asserts that true happiness arises from accepting the present moment as it unfolds, understanding what is in our control and what is not. Now you might be wondering, how does a philosophy that's over 2,000 years old apply to our fast-paced, technology-driven life? The answer is surprisingly simple. The core principles of Stoicism are universal and timeless. They revolve around self-control, clear judgment, and inner tranquility, qualities that are arguably more essential today than ever before. In an era where stress is often a badge of honor and emotions can be as unpredictable as the stock market, adopting Stoic techniques can provide a much-needed anchor. The age-old Stoic discipline of emotional regulation is not about suppressing or denying feelings, but about recognizing them for what they are, mere internal impressions, which do not have to dictate our reactions. By practicing mindfulness of our emotions, Stoicism arms us with the tools to respond to life's challenges with composure, rather than impulsiveness. Stoicism's practical applications transcend the esoteric realms of philosophy and step into the concrete jungles of our modern existence. It's the mental armor for the corporate warrior facing a high-stakes negotiation, the inner compass for a student navigating the trials of academia, and the serene voice for a parent amidst the cacophony of a household. It equips us to handle daily irritations and significant upheavals with similar steadiness, ensuring that our emotional well-being remains intact. As we move forward in this video, bear in mind that Stoicism is not an overnight fix, but a lifelong journey of consistent practice and self-reflection. Its rewards, however, are well worth the effort, offering a bastion of stability in a world that is constantly changing. So, let us take these ancient teachings and apply them to our present circumstances, crafting a life of emotional mastery and self-control with Stoicism as our guide. Join me as we delve deeper into these Stoic techniques and begin to transform the way we interpret and react to the world around us. Meet the Stoics. If ever there were a group of philosophers who mastered the art of emotional resilience and wisdom, it's these guys. So, let me introduce you to some of the greatest thinkers of Stoicism who have passed down their knowledge through the sands of time. First up is Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. He wasn't just any Roman emperor. He was the embodiment of a Stoic sage on the throne. Picture this. He led Romans into battle, ruled an empire, and still found time to pen his thoughts, which became the timeless Meditations. Fun fact: Marcus was also known to write notes to himself on the battlefield. Talk about multitasking. Now, let's move on to Seneca, the Stoic statesman. As advisor to the infamous Nero, he navigated the treacherous waters of politics with a level head and a Stoic heart. But here's a quirky tidbit. Seneca was also a playwright and a bit of a wealthy man, yet his writings frequently explore the concept of living a simple life, free from excess, a bit of an ironic twist from someone who could afford just about anything, don't you think? Last but not least, meet Epictetus, a former slave turned influential teacher. His teachings were immortalized by his student Arrian, and they focus on the idea that while we cannot control everything that happens to us, we can control our responses. Did you know that Epictetus used humor as a teaching tool? That's right. He often made light of life's misfortunes, showing his students that laughter can be a potent antidote to distress. These Stoic philosophers came from diverse backgrounds, yet they shared a common vision: the pursuit of self-control and emotional mastery through the application of reason and virtue. As we continue, we'll be drawing from the wisdom of these remarkable individuals, showing you how it can be woven into the fabric of your daily life. Imagine reacting to life's ups and downs with the same poise and perspective as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Stick around as we take their ancient insights and turn them into modern-day superpowers for your emotional well-being. Stoic Mindset 101 begins with a fundamental distinction that's absolutely essential for anyone looking to harness the power of Stoicism in their lives. It's about understanding the difference between what is within our control and what isn't. Now, let's really dig into this core tenet and see how it plays out in everyday life. Imagine you're prepping for a major presentation that could define your career. You're poring over the details, practicing your speech. You've got this, right? But on the big day, the projector fails. Frustration bubbles up, and panic starts to set in. Here's where Stoicism steps in. What's in your control? Your preparation, your delivery, your composure. What's not? The malfunctioning projector. A Stoic would focus on delivering the presentation with or without the projector, confidently adapting to the situation at hand. Now, apply that same logic to a different scenario. Let's say you're planning an outdoor event. Everything is set, but as the day approaches, the forecast predicts rain. Stress. Not for a Stoic. You can't control the weather, but you can control how you prepare for it. Set up tents, have a backup indoor location, or just embrace the rain. The point is, focusing on actionable solutions rather than fixating on uncontrollable elements is the heart of the Stoic mindset. This core Stoic principle doesn't ask us to be passive, nor does it encourage a defeatist attitude. On the contrary, it empowers us to channel our energy towards our sphere of influence, while accepting what lies beyond it with equanimity. This mindset frees us from unnecessary stress and positions us to make the most of any situation. Understanding the dichotomy of control, as the Stoics call it, isn't just philosophical musings. It's practical wisdom for thriving in an unpredictable world. It's about taking responsibility for our own actions and letting go of the rest. This is the key to a Stoic mindset, making peace with the uncontrollable and mastering what you can shape. So, next time life serves up something unexpected, pause and ask yourself, is this within my control? If yes, act with intent. If not, let it go. This simple yet profound practice will keep your emotional state balanced and your actions purposeful, no matter what challenges you face. Keep this Stoic wisdom in your mental toolkit and watch as you navigate life with a newfound sense of clarity and calm. Whether facing personal setbacks or global uncertainties, the Stoic mindset teaches us to distinguish between the controllable and the uncontrollable, laying the groundwork for a life of emotional mastery and self-control. Stay with me as we continue to explore how adopting a Stoic attitude can transform your reactions and elevate your resilience, one controlled breath at a time. Mental toughness. It's the Stoic equivalent of a gym session for your psyche. A necessary regimen for anyone looking to fortify their emotional resilience. And here's the kicker. You don't need any equipment, just the weight of your own thoughts and the resistance of your habitual reactions. Welcome to the Stoic workout for the mind. Imagine your thoughts as a series of weights, each representing a different challenge or potential stressor. With Stoicism as your trainer, we're going to work through these weights methodically, building mental muscle and agility. The first step, identifying negative thoughts that tend to knock you off balance. Those default patterns of doom and gloom that cloud your mind. Now, instead of letting these thoughts dictate your emotional state, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what's the evidence for this thought? Is there a more rational alternative? This is your warm-up, stretching those cognitive muscles and preparing you for the heavier lifting to come. Next, we incorporate the Stoic practice of negative visualization, an exercise that's about anticipating potential obstacles and setbacks, not to dwell on them, but to diminish their power over you. Think of a challenging situation you might face. Visualize it. How does it make you feel? Now, imagine handling that situation with poise and determination. You are not only preparing your mind for what might come, but also reinforcing the idea that you have the strength to overcome it. Another key element of your Stoic workout is the practice of voluntary discomfort. Choose to do something that's outside of your comfort zone. Take a cold shower, fast for a day, or give up a luxury temporarily. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about reminding yourself that you are more than your comforts and that you can endure more than you think. And let's not forget about reflection, the cool-down phase of your workout. Each evening, take a few moments to contemplate the day's events. Where did you succeed in applying Stoicism, and where could you improve? This process of self-examination is like reviewing your form, ensuring that with each new day, you're developing a more effective, more resilient mental approach. Putting these exercises into practice regularly is how you develop true mental toughness, the Stoic way. It's not about never feeling down or upset. It's about building the capabilities to move through those emotions constructively, transforming them into opportunities for growth. Incorporate these Stoic workouts techniques into your daily routine and watch as your mental resilience grows stronger and your emotional responses become more measured and deliberate. The beauty of Stoicism lies in its simplicity and its profound impact. With each mental rep and every introspective moment, you're not just coping with life's adversities, you're thriving in spite of them. Remember, friends, the path to mental toughness is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, consistency, and patience. But by embarking on this Stoic workout for your mind, you are taking the first crucial steps towards a life of emotional mastery and self-control. Continue to join me on this transformative journey, and together, we'll uncover the timeless power of Stoic wisdom in the modern world. Perception shift plays a pivotal role in the Stoics' arsenal for emotional mastery, and it's about to become your secret weapon too. Imagine transforming the sting of negative events into a source of personal power, all with a shift in perspective and a dash of humor. Let's unlock this technique through an engaging exercise. Humorous role-playing skits. Picture this. You're stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and irritation is mounting. The clock is ticking, and you're going to be late. Classic stress scenario, right? But now, let's flip the script quite literally. You take on the role of a laid-back time-traveling philosopher, unused by the curious ritual of the daily commute. Viewing the situation from this playful angle, you might muse to yourself, the grand chariot jam of the 21st century, a test of patience worthy of Sisyphus himself. How wondrously peculiar. By role-playing in this humorous way, an annoying situation becomes a moment of light-hearted reflection. The Stoics understood that a change in perception changes everything. It's not the traffic that's bothersome, but your view of it. With this skit, you've just demonstrated the power of reframing, an essential Stoic technique. Next scenario. Imagine you've just spilled coffee on your pristine white shirt. Instead of succumbing to frustration, you adopt the persona of an eccentric artist celebrating the unexpected creation of a new coffee-stained design. Behold, the impromptu artistry of the universe, adorning my attire with its unpredictable brushstrokes, you might declare with a chuckle. In these role-playing skits, we adopt a humorous stoic character, one who sees the irony in life's mishaps. This playful reframing is more than just making light of misfortune. It's a practice in emotional distancing. By adding humor, we create a buffer between ourselves and the negative event, allowing for a perspective that is detached, calm, and yes, even amused. The Stoics believed that by altering our perceptions, we could influence our emotional responses. So, whenever life throws a plot twist your way, engage in a mini role-playing skit in your mind. Take a mundane or frustrating event and playfully reimagine it through the eyes of a whimsical Stoic philosopher. This not only neutralizes negative emotions, but also cultivates a mindset of flexibility and creativity. Through these imaginative skits, you'll discover that life's little dramas needn't ruffle your Stoic feathers. Instead, they become opportunities to practice perception shift, to strengthen your emotional resilience, and to navigate the world with a more joyful, playful spirit. Embrace these moments as your cue to perform an inner comedic monologue, recognizing that, in the grand narrative of life, these irritations are nothing but brief interludes. By infusing humor and a Stoic perspective into your daily challenges, you transform them into moments of levity and growth. So, the next time you find yourself facing a potentially negative event, pause and ask yourself, how would a Stoic humorist view this? Then, step into that role, reframe the event with a smile, and watch as the power of perception shift diffuses tension and elevates your emotional state. Carry this tool in your Stoic repertoire and look forward to life's inevitable curveballs, knowing that with perception shift, you're ready to hit them out of the park with a grin. Let's continue our journey, keeping our Stoic humor at the ready and our capacity for emotional mastery growing with every laugh. The power of pause. It's like having a remote control for your mind's emotional responses. And today, we're uncovering the how-tos of creating that essential pause button. Let's imagine you're watching the cartoon of life, and suddenly, the plot takes a turn. A spilt drink, a harsh word, a surprise bill. Now this is where that pause button comes in handy. But instead of tapping on a remote, you'll be tapping into Stoic strategy. First up, we've got the 5-second rule. And no, I'm not talking about dropping food on the floor. This is about taking 5 seconds to breathe deeply whenever you're hit with an emotional trigger. Imagine an animation where a character faces a barrage of stress balloons. With each deep breath, one balloon pops, reducing the chaos. Deep breathing sends a signal to your brain to calm down and reboots your system, giving you time to think clearly and respond wisely. Next, let's explore the visual distance technique. Think about how, in a cartoon, a character views a problem through binoculars, and as they adjust the focus, the issue appears smaller and less intimidating. This is symbolic of gaining perspective. By visualizing your challenge from a distance, ask yourself, will this matter in a week, a month, or a year? By viewing your circumstances from a mental distance, you remove the immediacy and intensity of the emotion, giving you the space you need to make reasoned decisions. Now, let's look at the humor button, a personal favorite. Here, imagine an animation where a Stoic sage encounters a stressful situation, only to hit a big red button that releases a wave of laughter. This tactic involves finding the humor in the absurdity of life's hiccups. It might sound simplistic, but laughter ignites a cascade of positive hormones, easing stress and bringing your rational mind back to the driver's seat. And lastly, we have the objective observer. Picture an animated Stoic owl perched on your shoulder, witnessing your life without judgment. When you're about to react impulsively, channel that owl and observe, without getting emotionally involved. Detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're giving yourself a moment to watch the situation unfold with wisdom before you choose how to engage. Friends, every animated character needs that dramatic pause for the audience to catch their breath, and so do you. The power of pause isn't about inaction, it's about intentional action. It's the pause before the punchline, the silence before the song, and in your case, the breath before the breakthrough. By mastering these strategies, you're not just reacting to life, you're responding to it with a smile, a deep breath, and the calm detachment of a stoic sage. As we wrap up this segment, remember that practice makes perfect. Begin to incorporate these pause strategies into your daily life and watch how they transform your emotional landscape. You'll begin to respond to life's challenges not with a knee-jerk reaction, but with the considered grace of a stoic. And that's a superpower worth animating. So, keep these techniques in your stoic toolkit, and the next time emotions flare, hit that pause button and choose a response that aligns with the wise, witty, and wonderfully calm person you are becoming. Stay tuned, for we've got more stoic secrets to share, ensuring your journey toward emotional mastery continues with success and a sprinkle of animated fun. Journaling the Stoic way. It's like having a personal conversation with the wisest version of yourself, a version that doesn't shy away from tough questions and always seeks growth. So grab your notebook or digital diary and let's dive into the art of reflective writing, Stoic style. Stick with me, and I'll even walk you through a dramatized example of a Stoic journal entry that will illuminate the path ahead. First, it's important to note that Stoic journaling isn't about recording every mundane detail of your day. Instead, it's a focused exploration of your thoughts, actions, and the lessons learned. The aim is to gain clarity, foster self-improvement, and solidify your commitment to Stoic principles. Start by setting aside a quiet time each day for this practice, preferably in the morning to reflect on the day ahead or in the evening to contemplate the day that's passed. Now, let's talk prompts, those insightful questions designed to steer your introspection in a Stoic direction. Here are a few to get you started. What obstacles did I encounter today, and how did I respond? What virtues did I practice today, and how can I improve upon them tomorrow? What did I learn from the most challenging part of my day? And which of my actions today aligned with my core values, and which did not? Now, for the dramatized example. Picture this. You're the protagonist of your own life story, and your journal is the sacred script where you detail your heroic endeavors and reflect upon the inner workings of the narrative. Let's tune into your inner monologue. Date: April the 14th. My Stoic exploration this morning. The unruly seas of fate saw fit to test my patience. The barista, bless his chaotic heart, confused my coffee order not once, but thrice. Where I once would have let the tides of irritation sweep me away, today, I chose a different course. I stood in the eye of the commotion, channeling Marcus Aurelius, and reminded myself, choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. The error was corrected, and my equanimity remained intact. Later in the amphitheater of commerce, a colleague delivered criticism that struck a discordant note, but recalling the wisdom of Epictetus, I recognized that it's not events that disturb us, but our interpretation of them. So, I listened, distilled the constructive from the caustic, and found myself grateful for the opportunity to refine my work. Tonight, I ponder upon these trials, not as mere episodes of inconvenience, but as arenas where my Stoic resolve was both tested and strengthened. As the ink dries on this page, I commit to greeting tomorrow's challenges with the same fortitude, mindful that each is but another step on the path to virtue. This dramatic interpretation of a Stoic journal entry shows the power of narrative in solidifying one's philosophy and approach to life. By engaging in this kind of reflective writing, you're not just recounting events, you're actively shaping your Stoic journey, examining your thoughts and behaviors through a lens of growth and virtue. Incorporate this practice into your routine, and observe as the pages of your journal become a testament to your evolving Stoic practice. Each entry is a cornerstone in the edifice of your philosophical development, a personal dialogue charting your progress toward emotional mastery and self-control. So dear friends, take up journaling the Stoic way, and sculpt your character with the chisel of introspection and the hammer of honesty. As we bring this segment to a close, remember that the pages of your Stoic journal are the silent witnesses to your transformation, recording your pursuit of wisdom in the face of an ever-changing world. Join me next time as we continue to navigate the vast seas of Stoic philosophy, equipped with journal in hand and a spirit ready for the boundless growth that lies ahead. Gratitude. It's essentially your emotional anchor, and wouldn't you just love for me to reveal this life-changing secret in an irresistibly catchy infomercial style? Well, buckle up, because that's exactly what we're about to do. Has this ever happened to you? You're walking through the park, birds are chirping, the sun's shining, but all you can think about is that annoying email you read this morning. You're so caught up in that one negative moment that you miss the beauty of life unfolding around you. Enter the miraculous world of Stoic gratitude. That's right, folks. With just a few minutes a day, you can transform those sour lemons into the sweetest lemonade. And all it takes is a sprinkle of gratitude into your daily routine. You heard me correctly. This isn't your ordinary run of the nil thankfulness. This is gratitude, the Stoic superpower. Picture yourself going over the events of your day, but instead of zeroing in on what went wrong, you shift your gaze to all that went right. The kind smile from a stranger, the unexpected positive outcome, even the simple fact that you are here, breathing and alive. These are the moments worthy of a Stoic celebration. Now, I know what you're thinking, but how, all-wise and whimsical YouTuber, can I possibly remember to practice gratitude amidst the hustle and bustle of life? Fear not, my friends, for I have the perfect solution. It's called the Stoic Gratitude Reminder, TEM, and it's free of charge. Every time you catch yourself in a whirlwind of negativity, mentally hit the pause button. Take a deep breath and ask yourself, what am I grateful for right now? Yup, it's that simple. The Stoic Gratitude Reminder, TM, is your mental sticky note, always there to nudge you back to appreciation. But wait, there's more. By practicing Stoic gratitude daily, not only will you stabilize your emotions, but you'll also attract more positivity into your life. It's the law of attraction meets ancient wisdom, and the combination is explosive in the best way possible. So, don't delay. Begin your practice of Stoic gratitude today, and watch as the clouds of discontent dissipate, revealing the clear blue sky of emotional contentment. Remember, it's not about ignoring the hardships of life. It's about giving the good parts the spotlight they deserve. And tune in next time as we continue to navigate the intricate dance of Stoicism and its modern applications. Together, we'll discover more life hacks straight from the philosophers who never needed a smartphone to be smart about life. And that's a wrap on our special offer for today, folks. But in all seriousness, gratitude is an indispensable part of the Stoic toolkit. It's free, it's effective, and it's waiting for you to embrace it. So go ahead, sprinkle some gratitude on your life, and enjoy the emotional balance that follows. Stay grateful, my Stoic friends, and remember, every day is a gift, and gratitude is the bow on top. Premeditation of evils. Think of it as a mental fire drill, prepping your emotional response systems for any potential blaze of hardship. To really bring this concept to life, let's engage in a playful worst-case scenario game. It's a strategy that's equal parts fun and functional, a way to inoculate your psyche against the tremors of life's uncertainties. Now, let's set the stage. Imagine you're planning the perfect picnic. The sun is shining, the sandwiches are packed, and your playlist is curated to perfection. But hold on, what if a sudden downpour drenches your delightful day, or perhaps a group of ants decides your picnic is their buffet? Here's where the premeditation of evils comes into play. First, visualize the scenario unraveling in the most spectacularly unfortunate ways. The skies open up, the wind howls, and your sandwich, the humanity, becomes an ant colony's new skyscraper. But instead of panicking, you laugh. Yes, laugh. Because by playing this worst-case scenarios game, you're stripping these potential disasters of their power to upset you. Next, consider the practical solutions. A contingency plan unfolds in your mind like the plot of a comedy sketch. You've got a weatherproof canopy tucked away, and repellent at the ready, and a spirit of adventure that no storm or insect can dampen. This imaginative preparation not only equips you to deal with setbacks, but also infuses a sense of lightheartedness into your problem solving. The Stoics practiced this exercise not as pessimists but as the ultimate realists. They understood that by anticipating difficulties, we could rob them of their sting, By expecting and accepting the possibility of negative outcomes, we can maintain our composure and even find amusement in adversity. So, my fellow modern-day Stoics, let's play this game together. Think of a potential challenge in your life: a job interview, a family gathering, a project deadline, and run through a dramatic rehearsal of what could go wrong. Then, devise a sensible plan B, C, and even D. Not only will you feel more prepared for any twist of fate, but you'll also approach these situations with a playful mindset that renders fear and anxiety powerless. By adopting this technique, you'll transform from a worrier to a warrior, equipped not with weapons but with wisdom and wit. The premeditation of evils is, in essence, an exercise in embracing life's unpredictability with a smile, because once you've faced the worst in your mind, reality is nothing but another stage for your stoic poise to shine. Let this be a lesson in the power of perspective, my stoic companions. As we continue our voyage through stoic techniques for emotional mastery and self-control, remember to bring along your sense of humor and your strategic thinking. With these tools, you're not just surviving life's storms, you're dancing in the rain with a philosophical twinkle in your eye. Stay tuned for the next thrilling installment, where we'll delve even deeper into the stoic wisdom that transforms every challenge into a character-building chapter of your personal epic. Empathy expansion. It's the Stoics' journey towards deepening compassion and understanding, a pathway to truly appreciating the perspectives of others. In this segment, join me as I weave a tale that illustrates the Stoic approach to expanding empathy, a narrative that not only entertains but enlightens. Let's travel to the bustling streets of a modern city, where our protagonist, Alex, makes their way through the maze of humanity. Amidst the hurry and the noise, they encounter a stranger who abruptly shoulders past, spilling coffee onto Alex's shirt. The immediate reaction: a flash of anger, an instinctual desire to lash out. But wait, let's pause and rewind. Remember, this is a tale of stoicism in action. In the replay, Alex takes a deep breath, dabbing at the stain, and turns to discover the stranger's expression. It's one of exhaustion, of shoulders weighed down by invisible burdens. In this moment, Alex opens the door to empathy expansion. They remember a Stoic teaching: be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. With this perspective, they address the stranger with concern, not contention, asking, "Are you all right?" The stranger pauses, taken aback by the unexpected gesture of empathy. They share a glimpse into their day: a sleepless night with a newborn, a missed alarm, a race against the clock, and suddenly, the coffee incident is no longer a hostile act, but a human moment of vulnerability. In this story, we see the transformative power of empathy expansion. By choosing to respond with understanding rather than frustration, Alex bridges a gap, turning a potential conflict into a moment of connection. This is the Stoic practice of stepping into another's shoes, of considering the myriad of unseen factors that influence behavior. Empathy expansion isn't about excusing negative actions. It's about exploring the why behind them. It's about practicing patience, offering the benefit of the doubt, and remembering that just like us, others are navigating the complexities of life. When we apply Stoic wisdom to our interactions, we shift from judgment to curiosity, from reaction to connection. As we go about our daily lives, let's embrace the Stoic approach to empathy expansion. Let's craft stories in our minds that afford others complexity and depth. Let's ask ourselves, what might they be going through? How can I extend compassion? By doing so, we not only improve our understanding of others' actions, but we also cultivate a more harmonious world. Carry this lesson in your heart, that every person you encounter has their own narrative, their own struggles and triumphs. By expanding our empathy, we not only follow Stoic principles, but we also enrich our own lives with a deeper sense of humanity and grace. So, as our tale concludes, remember that every individual you meet is a character in their own epic story, one that is worthy of understanding and empathy. Let's make empathy expansion an integral chapter in our own Stoic journey, transforming every interaction into an opportunity for growth and connection. Stay with me, for the narrative of Stoicism and its practical applications in modern life continues, and your role in this philosophical saga is more profound than you might think. Desire and aversion, fun experiments in abstaining from desires to gain control over wants and needs. In Stoicism, the practice of managing desire is a fascinating adventure, one that can bring about profound insights into our relationship with material possessions and sensory pleasures. Today, we're going to explore a few playful experiments that can help you rein in the reins of desire and avert the pitfalls of aversion, using strategies that the Stoics themselves would have applauded. Let's start with the Feast of Fasting experiment. For just one day, choose to abstain from a habitual indulgence. It could be your morning coffee, that slice of delectable chocolate cake, or even the endless scroll on social media. Now, envision yourself as a scientist, observing the effects of this abstinence on your body and mind. What feelings emerge? Impatience, frustration, or perhaps a surprising sense of freedom? This self-imposed fast isn't about deprivation. It's about discovering the liberating realization that you are not beholden to your cravings. Now, onto the Digital Detox Challenge. Try setting aside a day or even just a few hours where you disconnect from all electronic devices. In this modern age, our desire for constant connectivity can be overwhelming, making us feel as though we must instantly respond to every ping and buzz. During this digital detox, pay attention to the space it creates in your life. What do you notice? A world more vibrant in color, conversations more rich in connection, or maybe an unexpected calmness in the absence of digital noise. Another engaging experiment is to play the minimalist game. Select a period, perhaps a week, where you vow to use only essential items, be it clothing, gadgets, or even kitchen utensils. With each passing day, observe how your desire for variety and abundance wanes, and your appreciation for simplicity grows. It's an opportunity to notice how much we surround ourselves with superfluous things that don't necessarily add to our happiness. Finally, delve into the Ease Stoic Swap. For one meal, trade your usual fare for something plain and simple. Think rice and beans, or just bread and water. As you partake in this modest feast, reflect on the difference between eating for sustenance and eating for pleasure. Notice the shift in your mindset as you realize that the joy of a meal doesn't solely reside in its flavors, but in the gratitude for nourishment itself. Through these light-hearted experiments, you will start to gain mastery over your desires and aversions. Rather than being dragged along by the whims of want and need, you can stand firm, choosing with intention what to pursue and what to resist. It's in these moments of deliberate choice that you find true freedom and self-control. My Stoic friends, as we continue to engage with these practices, let us do so with a spirit of curiosity and playfulness. Through the deliberate modulation of our desires, we deepen our understanding of what truly brings contentment and peace. Join me as we embrace these experiments, not only as exercises in restraint, but as gateways to a more meaningful and centered life. Together, let's transform our relationship with desire and aversion, and in doing so, discover the joyous equilibrium that comes with Stoic balance. Welcome back to our special episode of the Stoic Games, where wisdom meets whimsy in a contest of emotional mastery. Now, fasten your seatbelts because it's time for our most anticipated segment, the Dichotomy of Control game show. Let's put our contestants' understanding of Stoicism to the test in a hilarious, yet insightful challenge that's bound to leave an impression. Ladies and gentlemen, our contestants will be presented with a series of everyday scenarios. Their task is to buzz in and tell us whether each situation falls within their control or lies outside of it. But here's the catch. They must answer in the most top, comically exaggerated manner possible. Let's see how they channel their inner Stoic sage with a side of slapstick. Scenario number 1. You're on your daily commute, and your train is delayed yet again. Contestant 1, is this within your control or not? Buzzer sounds, oh great Zeus. The chariots of the underground are thwarted by the fickle fates once more. Alas, these rails are not mine to command. But my reaction is my sovereign territory. Correct. While the train's punctuality is beyond your power, your attitude towards the delay is entirely up for grabs. Next up, scenario 2. The office coffee machine is broken, and caffeine withdrawal looms. Contestant 2, your turn. Buzzer sounds by the beard of Poseidon. The elixir of wakefulness has forsaken us. Yet fear not, for though I cannot wield the power to mend this contraption, I hold within my grasp the choice to remain unshaken and opt for water or tea instead. Spot on. The coffee machine's state is not within your control, but your response and alternative drink options certainly are. Let's move to scenario 3. It's the big day of your presentation, and you've just noticed a sizable stain on your shirt. Contestant 3, what say you? Buzzer sounds. Athena's wisdom be upon me. This blotch upon my garment seeks to unravel my resolve. But nay, I say, for the cloth may bear a blemish, yet my spirit remains immaculate. The mark is beyond my dominion, but my poise remains unblemished, and I shall present with confidence. Brilliantly stated. The stain's existence is outside of your control, but your composure and ability to carry on are firmly in your hands. And for our final scenario, the supermarket is out of your favorite ice cream flavor. Contestant 4, is fate on your side? Buzzer sounds by Apollo's lyre. The freeze has failed to bestow my cherished icy treat. A cruel twist of fortune indeed. Yet, I shall not be daunted, for the essence of my joy is not tethered to but one flavor. My preference is thwarted, yet my power to choose contentment with another variety is my truth and triumph. Exactly right. The stock at the store is not within your control, but your adaptability and openness to new flavors most certainly are. And that, my fellow Stoics, brings us to the end of our rousing round of the Dichotomy of Control game show. Remember, life will invariably present us with situations both within and outside of our control. It's our task, as aspiring Stoics, to discern between the two and to respond with humor, grace, and a pinch of theatrical flair. Through this game show skit, we celebrate not only our ability to perceive the difference in control, but also the power we possess in choosing our reactions. So, as we sign off from this entertaining escapade, I invite you to carry the essence of this game into your daily lives. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics with a smile, and may your journey through life be as joyful as it is enlightening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because there's more Stoic fun and philosophy waiting for you in our next video. Stay tuned, stay thoughtful, and above all, stay in control of the realm that is truly yours, your own mind and reactions, the view from above. Now, let's elevate our Stoic journey quite literally with a transformative visualization exercise known as the view from above. This technique will not only enhance your perspective on life's events, but also create a sense of serene detachment that can soothe the soul. So wherever you are, I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and envision with me this powerful Stoic practice. Picture yourself in the bustling center of your life city, the streets filled with routines, responsibilities, and relationships. Now, imagine gently lifting off from the ground, rising above the noise and the haste, ascending ever higher as buildings shrink and streets merge into a tapestry of lives intertwined. The higher you climb, the more tranquil it becomes, until the sounds of the city fade into a whisper, and all that remains is the view from above. From this elevated standpoint, every worry appears minuscule, every conflict seems less intense, and every joy radiates with clarity. The entire panorama of your existence lays spread out before you, a living, breathing map that pulses with activity yet exudes a calm understanding of its place in the grand scheme of things. As you hover in this realm of perspective, observe the interconnectedness of all things, how each individual thread of life weaves into the larger fabric of the universe. Here, your personal story is part of an expansive narrative, and the events that once loomed large are now but minor details in an infinite landscape. This visualization exercise, the view from above, is designed to remind us of the vastness of the world and our modest role within it. By adopting this bird's-eye view, we gain a Stoic sense of proportion, realizing that while our experiences are important, they are also fleeting and relative to the whole. It reaffirms the Stoic belief that while we may not have control over every aspect of our lives, we can control our perception and our reaction. With every breath in this aerial tranquility, let go of the tight grip on your earthly concerns. Allow the wind of wisdom to carry away the weight of undue stress and narrow-minded focus. Instead, embrace a broader, more forgiving outlook on life's unfolding drama. As we descend back to the ground, Bring with you the calm and clarity of the view from above. Keep this elevated perspective close to your heart, a mental vantage point you can return to whenever the world feels too close, too overwhelming. Let it be your stoic sanctuary, a space where you can realign with the virtues of patience, understanding, and perspective. So, the next time you find yourself entangled in the minutiae of daily living, remember the view from above. Rise above the fray, and from that height, watch as your grip on the trivial loosens and your capacity for wisdom and tranquility expands. And with that, my friends, we gently touch back down, our feet planted firmly on the ground, but our minds forever attuned to the higher perspective we've just explored. Remember to engage with this visualization often, for it is a powerful stoic tool that sharpens the mind and calms the spirit. As always, if this content is elevating your journey, please like, share, and subscribe for more insightful flights into Stoicism. Until next time, keep your gaze high and your insights deeper, and may your life's view be ever expansive and ever peaceful. Amor Fati, it's not just a fancy Latin phrase. It's a Stoic superpower that translates to love of fate. And today we're not just going to discuss this jewel of wisdom, we're going to breathe life into it through a series of comedic skits that turn everyday frustrations on their head. Get ready to laugh and learn as we master the art of embracing whatever life throws our way with joy and acceptance. Picture the first scene. There you are, at the airport, suitcase in tow, eager to embark on a much-needed vacation. But then, the loudspeaker crackles to life, announcing a delay on your flight. The crowd sighs in disbelief. But instead of joining the collective groan, you decide to perform an impromptu skit for your fellow travelers. Ladies and gentlemen, what we have here is not a mere delay, but an exclusive extension to our airport lounge experience. Watch as I master the art of chair napping and sample the finest vending machine cuisine. With each humorous ad-lib, you're not only entertaining those around you, but embodying the Stoic principle of amor fati, loving the unexpected twist in your plotline, savoring the extra moments before your adventure begins. Now, let's dive into skit number 2. You're at home, all set to watch the season finale of your favorite show. But just as the opening credits roll, the power cuts out. Darkness, silence, and then action. Fear not, for I am the bard in the blackout, the storyteller in the shadows. Gather around as I recount the tales of yore and the legends of the flickering screen. With a flashlight as your stage light, you transform a mundane power outage into an electrifying one-man show, much to the amusement of your family. Through your witty improvisation, you're not just passing the time. You're practicing amor fati. You're embracing the moment for its uniqueness and potential, rather than the inconvenience it might seem. For our final act, we find ourselves facing the universal plight of the jammed printer. As the machine whirs fruitlessly, instead of succumbing to frustration, you step into the spotlight. Behold, the great papyrus beast, guardian of ink and paper. Join me on this heroic quest as we seek the ancient scroll trapped within its belly. With every playful gesture and exaggerated expression, you're transforming a tiresome chore into a theatrical event, all the while exemplifying the Stoic embrace of life's little comedies. These skits aren't just for show. They're exercises in the Stoic philosophy of amor fati, the love of what life brings. By turning common frustrations into opportunities for positivity and humor, we're not just making ourselves and others laugh. We're weaving the thread of Stoic joy throughout the fabric of our daily experiences. As we conclude this segment, let's carry the spirit of amor fati with us. Whether it's a spilled coffee or a misconnection, let's approach each situation with a comedic twist, a heart ready to love whatever fate has in store for us. Embrace life's script, ad-libs and all, and remember that in the grand theater of existence, it's not the mishaps, but how we react to them that truly defines our story. If you've enjoyed these skits and the Stoic wisdom they represent, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more content that will guide you towards emotional mastery, and ring that bell so you won't miss any upcoming episodes. Remember, in the grand narrative of life, amor fati is the theme that resonates with joy and resilience. Keep laughing, keep loving your fate, and until next time, my friends, stay stoic. And now, my stoically inclined friends, let's engage in something I like to call the voluntary discomfort challenge. It's about to get fun, and possibly a bit quirky, as I challenge you to step out of your cozy cocoon of habitual comfort. Why, you ask? Because it's in these moments of discomfort that we truly grow, strengthen our resolve, and flex our resilience muscles, all with a hefty dose of stoic flair. Here's the deal. Choose one aspect of your life where you've settled into a routine that's as comfortable as an old pair of slippers. Got it? Good. Now, I dare you to shake things up. For the next week, take that comfortable routine and turn it upside down. If you always take steamy showers, try bracing cold ones. Love that morning caffeine rush? Try herbal tea instead. Can't live without your phone? Let it live without you for a set period each day. As you tackle this week-long experiment, document your feelings, your struggles, and the unexpected moments of joy. Share your experiences with us in the comments below. Let's make it a carnival of stoic solidarity. Who knows, you might find that what once seemed intolerable is now invigorating. This isn't about suffering, my friends. It's about discovering the hidden strengths that lie dormant within us. And here's a little twist to keep things interesting. Turn it into a game. Challenge a friend, a partner, or a co-worker to join you in this voluntary discomfort challenge. Tally up points for every completed challenge, and reward yourselves with something non-material at the end of the week. Perhaps a walk in nature, a heart-to-heart conversation, or a self-congratulatory stoic dance off. Why do this, you ask? Because stoicism isn't just about enduring life passively. It's about actively engaging with life, taking the ordinary and making it extraordinary through the lens of personal growth. By deliberately introducing voluntary discomfort into our lives, we prepare ourselves for the inevitable discomforts that life will throw our way, and we do it with grace, humor, and a touch of stoic swagger. So, as we embark on this voluntary discomfort challenge, remember to smile through the struggle, laugh in the face of adversity, and embrace each new experience as a treasured teacher. After all, as the Stoics teach us, it's not what happens to us, but how we react that matters. Are you ready to step outside your comfort zone and join the challenge? Let's do this together. And as always, if you're enjoying this journey through Stoicism and the life-changing magic it brings, hit that like button, subscribe for more inspirational content, and ring that notification bell so you'll never miss a chance to add a dash of stoic spice to your life. Stay sturdy, stay strong, and let's welcome a little voluntary discomfort. For it's in these moments that we truly come alive. And now, dear viewers, we bring to you a spectacle of stoic serenity. Stoic silence. Prepare to embrace the majestic power of non-verbals in a scene reminiscent of the silent film era, complete with all its charm and expressive pantomime. So, let's begin. Imagine, if you will, a bustling scene. Our protagonist, let's call him Stoicus, moves through the cacophony of everyday life. The world around him is a symphony of horns, chatter, and the clatter of hurried footsteps. But Stoicus, oh, he's different. Amidst the chaos, he maintains a composure so profound, it seems as though he's strolling through a tranquil garden. What's his secret, you ask? Stoic silence, a fortress of solitude amidst a siege of sound. He listens, he observes. As the rest of the world is engrossed in a frenzy of expression, Stoicus takes a vow of silence, his every gesture a masterclass in the art of nonverbal conversation. Cue the dramatic piano music as a vexed character approaches, flailing arms and a furrowed brow. Stoicus, with the grace of a silent movie star, simply stands, a beacon of calm, offering an ear, a nod, a compassionate gaze. No words escape his lips, yet his message is clear. I'm here, I'm listening, I understand. Our modern-day Stoicus teaches us that silence isn't merely the absence of noise. It's a presence, a force, a choice to listen rather than speak, to understand rather than respond. It's in this silence that wisdom whispers its truths, and the Stoics knew, oh, how they knew, that listening breeds knowledge, and knowledge begets self-control. So friends, as the piano crescendos and Stoicus tips his hat, exiting stage left into a sunset painted in monochrome, let's take a leaf out of this old-timey Stoic playbook. Embrace silence not as a void but as a vessel of potential, a canvas ready for the painting of understanding. Remember, in a world screaming for your attention, the most radical and Stoic act can be to simply remain silent, to listen. And as we fade to black on this silent vignette, let's carry the lesson with us. Sometimes, the most powerful response is no response at all. Well, it's time to break character, just for a moment, to remind our beloved audience. If you found solace in Stoic silence, kindly express your appreciation in the modern, non-silent ways. Like this video, share it with fellow seekers of tranquility, and subscribe to our channel for more Stoic wisdom, served with a side of whimsy. Until next time, may your life be filled with meaningful silences and reverent listens. And now, as we navigate the ebb and flow of existence with our Stoic compass in hand, let's delve into the timeless wisdom of the ancients through a series of animated vignettes. This is a Stoic quotes to live by, where the sagacity of Stoicism springs to life with voice, overs and character animations to guide and inspire us on our journey to self-mastery. Imagine a bustling marketplace in ancient Rome. Merchants calling out, the aroma of fresh bread wafting through the air. Amidst it all stands our animated philosopher, rendered in vibrant detail, who tilts his head towards us and says, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." A powerful quote by Seneca. The scene freezes. The characters around fade into sketches, all except for our philosopher, who remains full of color. In this stillness, he reflects on the unnecessary worries we conjure in our minds, the fears that never come to pass, reminding us to focus on the present instead of the imagined perils of the future. Next, we're whisked away to a starlit Athenian porch, where another animated character, this time Epictetus, comes into view, gazing at the heavens above as he shares. We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. The stars animate into various challenges and tribulations, but our Stoic hero remains undaunted, a visual metaphor for the inner strength we possess to remain steadfast, regardless of the trials we face. Our journey continues as we enter the quiet chamber of an emperor. The screen dims to a single flickering candle by which Marcus Aurelius pens his meditations. His Stoic silhouette leans towards us, and though his face is still, his voice is clear. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The candle flame burns brighter, illuminating his resolve, an animation that embodies the light of our own rationality and resolve that can never be extinguished by external forces. As each quote fades, another comes to life, drawing from the deep well of Stoic thought. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed injustice, proclaims Marcus Aurelius, as the scene depicts a figure walking a higher path, while another stumbles below, a representation of choosing virtue over retribution. Finally, we're invited into a serene animated Stoic garden, where Epictetus offers one last pearl of wisdom. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. The garden blooms and withers and cycles, yet the central tree remains, enduring through the seasons, an emblem of our capacity to weather life's changes with grace and resilience. Animated skits transition from one to the next, each quote a narrative in itself, a lesson on virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. These Stoic quotes to live by aren't mere utterances from the past. They're beacons that light our way in the present. As the animations conclude and the characters bow out, we're left with a gallery of immortalized wisdom, urging us to live deliberately, to choose our responses wisely, and to embrace the Stoic path with both mind and heart. So, my fellow seekers of knowledge, as we bid farewell to these animated sages, let's carry their words with us into the tapestry of our daily lives. Let their quotes be our guide in the pursuit of emotional mastery and self-control. If you found enlightenment in these animated truths, please like, share, and subscribe for your regular dose of Stoic inspiration. And remember, the wisdom of the Stoics is not just to be heard or watched, but to be lived. Each and every day, as we delve into the digital arena of likes, shares, and comments, let us arm ourselves with Stoic principles to maintain our composure amidst the sea of social media. Picture this: A typical day scrolling through your feed turns into a comedic stage as we roll. Play common online scenarios with stoic wisdom at the helm. Scenario 1. An acquaintance's vacation photos pop up, depicting an exotic beach that looks like paradise. While the green-eyed monster of envy begins to rear its ugly head, you take a deep breath and perform a mental skit. You're now the lead actor in a play titled Contentment in My Own Scene, where you celebrate your current surroundings, be it the comfort of your home office or the local park bench. With a chuckle, you remind yourself, comparison is the thief of joy, and theatrically swipe to the next post with grace. Moving on to the second scenario, you come across a heated political debate brewing in the comments section of a post. Behold, you might have dived in, fists flying with caps, locked opinions. But now, as a student of Stoicism, you take on the role of the silent philosopher, watching the battle with a bowl of popcorn and the detached amusement of a stoic sage who knows that tranquility lies not in winning online skirmishes, but in understanding the futility of digital discord. For our final act in this social media theater, imagine receiving a comment that criticizes your most recent post. The instinctive reaction is to defend your honor, to type out a fiery retort. But wait, in a whimsical twist, you transform into a stoic detective, examining the critique with a magnifying glass of curiosity. Is there a nugget of truth in the feedback? How might this improve your content? With a mischievous grin, you thank your critic for their insightful contribution and continue on with your day, unscathed and even grateful. As the curtains close on our social media, stoically skits, let us take these lessons to heart. The digital world is but another stage where we can practice self-control, emotional mastery, and the art of living well, all with a playful spirit. By intertwining Stoic philosophy with our online interactions, we transform potential stressors into moments of learning and levity. So before you post, comment, or even like, pause and ask yourself, is what I'm about to do aligned with my Stoic virtues? Is it kind? Is it necessary? And will it bring tranquility or turmoil to my inner citadel? And remember, dear viewers, if this video helped you navigate the social media landscape with a bit more Stoic humor and wisdom, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Together, we can craft an online world that's a little more thoughtful, a lot more harmonious, and infinitely funnier. Keep your Stoic armor on, and your wit sharp, and you'll soon find that social media, just like the rest of life, is a playground for the wise. As we continue to traverse the landscape of Stoicism, let's plant the seeds of wisdom in the fertile ground of decision-making. Today, we're going to cultivate a Stoic decision tree, not your average foliage, my friends, but a visual and interactive guide that roots our choices in virtue and reason. So grab your mental shovels, and let's dig in. Picture an animated tree on the screen with branches spreading outwards, each representing a different path a decision can take. At the base of this tree is the trunk, symbolizing our core Stoic values: wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. As you're presented with a choice, you start at the trunk, anchoring yourself in these principles before climbing up to the branches of possibilities. The first branch asks, is this decision within my control? If yes, you proceed along the branch that leads to actionable options. If no, you follow the branch that encourages acceptance and redirection of your efforts towards what you can influence. This interactive step is like a choose your own adventure game, where each click takes you further along the Stoic path. With each decision node on the branch, you're prompted with Stoic questions, nudging you towards clarity and insight. Will this choice reflect wisdom, or is it led by impulse? Click on the answer, and the Stoic decision tree guides you through the foliage of foresight and logic. Does this path embody courage, or is it a retreat to comfort? The animated leaves rustle as you make your selection, guiding you towards bravery and growth. As you traverse the higher branches of the decision-making process, the questions delve deeper. Does this option serve justice for myself and others? The animation portrays a balance scale weighing your options against the golden rule of fairness. Will this lead to moderation, or does it indulge excess? Here, the tree blooms with temperate flowers or withers with garish weeds, visually representing the outcome of your choice. The beauty of this Stoic decision tree is not just in the visual journey but in its interactive nature, engaging you in thoughtful deliberation. It's like a wise old sage in the form of a tree, guiding you through the forest of life's choices with gentle nudges and pointed queries. And just like any decision tree, it branches out into myriad outcomes, each with its own set of consequences and learnings. But fear not, for no matter where the branches lead, you're equipped with Stoic principles that ensure your decisions are firmly rooted in virtue and rationale. So, as we conclude this portion of our journey together, let's not forget that the Stoic decision tree is more than a tool. It's a reflection of our internal compass, constantly guiding us back to the heart of what it means to live a good life. If you find yourself at a crossroads faced with indecision, remember the Stoic decision tree. It stands tall and sturdy, ready to lead you down the path of wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. And as always, if you've enjoyed this animated walkthrough of Stoic decision-making, feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more philosophical adventures. Stay rooted in your values, my friends, and may your choices always bear the fruit of a life well lived. Real life Stoics. Let's turn the camera now to the everyday heroes among us, the modern-day practitioners of Stoicism who walk the walk, often without even talking the talk. They're not lecturing on philosophy stages. They're out there in the trenches of daily life, embodying the principles we so admire. So sit back, relax, and let's roll the highlight reel with a touch of light-hearted banter, shall we? First up is Sarah, a Stoic superhero of sorts, who navigates the urban jungle as a paramedic. When faced with life's literal blood, sweat, and tears, she stands as a pillar of calm. You won't catch her flinching at chaos. She's the eye of the hurricane, applying bandages and wisdom in equal measure. Sarah's superpower, the Stoic pause. As others rush to react, she takes a beat, a deep breath, and chooses her next move with the precision of a chess grandmaster. If Stoicism had a cape, she'd be wearing it. Switching gears, let's zoom in on Kevin, a schoolteacher turning the classroom into a dojo of discipline and poise, Stoic style. When the decibels rise and pandemonium seems imminent, he doesn't crack. With the composure of a monk and the agility of a ninja, he redirects energy like a Stoic Yoda, turning groans into aha moments and chaos into curiosity. Kevin sprinkles his lectures with quotes from the greats, Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, tailored to fifth-grade ears. Not all heroes wear togas, but this one definitely deserves a laurel wreath. And then there's Maya, the software engineer whose code is as clean as her approach to life. When servers crash and deadlines loom, while her colleagues mimic Edvard Munch's The Scream, Maya channels her inner Marcus Aurelius, tapping away at her keyboard with unshakable focus. Her mantra? External bugs are indifferent to me. It's only the bugs in my mind that I can squash. Maya debugs programs and her passions with equal expertise, a testament to the Stoic ideal that virtue lies in reasoned action, not in overreaction. But let's not forget Joe, a city councilman whose meetings often resemble the Roman Senate, if the senators were less about philosophy and more about filibustering. Yet, in this modern-day forum, Joe stands out. Instead of succumbing to the drama, he opts for reasoned debate and active listening, transforming even the most heated discussions into collaborative symposiums. Joe's colleagues have started calling him the Stoic Councilman, a title he accepts with a humble nod and a secret high five to his inner Epictetus. These tales of real-life Stoics serve as a beacon of inspiration, shining a light on the power of Stoic principles and action. They show us that philosophy isn't confined to ancient texts or academic halls. It's alive and thriving in the patience of a paramedic, the serenity of a teacher, the focus of an engineer, and the collaboration of a councilman. So the next time life throws a curveball, think of Sarah, Kevin, Maya, and Joe. Channel their Stoic superpowers and remember, the true mark of wisdom is found not in grand gestures, but in the quiet, steady application of virtue to life's everyday battles. And with that, dear viewers, we conclude our spotlight on real-life Stoics, the unsung philosophers in our midst, who remind us that sometimes the most profound teachings come not from words, but from actions. If you've been inspired by these stories of Stoicism in the 21st century, don't hesitate to hit that like button, smash that subscribe icon, and turn on notifications for this channel, where ancient wisdom meets modern musings. Until next time, stay stoic, my friends, and may your actions always echo the wisdom of the sages. And now, as we draw the curtains on our epic saga of Stoic exploration, let's take a whimsical wander down memory lane, recapping the myriad of techniques we've unfurled in our quest for emotional mastery and self-control. From the dichotomy of control to the art of voluntary discomfort, each step has been a stride towards the ultimate Stoic tranquility. Remember the invaluable 5-second rule, and how those breaths are your shield in the heat of emotional battle. Recall the visual distance technique, allowing perspective to shrink your worries to the size of pebbles. Who can forget the humor button, the ever-ready mechanism to transform tension into a belly laugh, or the objective observer, your wise owl of detachment perching on life's chaotic branches? More so, let's not let the feast of fasting and the digital detox challenges pass us by without a tip of the hat for teaching us the liberating power of saying, "Not today," desires. And how could we overlook our journaling escapades, where we script our Stoic journey, or the voluntary discomfort challenge, where we clean our comfort zones with the zest of a Stoic Marie Kondo? Let's indulge in one final skit, shall we? Picture this: our Stoic friend humorously portrayed as an old-timey strongman at a carnival of life. He lifts weights marked adversities and juggles balls labeled challenges. He tames lions called negative emotions and walks tightropes over existential dread, all while donning a mustache of unflappable composure. His act concludes with a grand finale, balancing atop a unicycle of uncertainty, juggling flaming torches of desire and aversion, his face the epitome of poised equanimity. Take a bow, dear Stoic, for you have entertained and educated us in the art of emotional finesse. As we reach the end, I implore you, dear viewers, to take these Stoic tools and wield them in your grand life adventure. Practice them in the quiet of dawn, the hustle of your workday, or the embrace of nightfall. They are your allies in good times and your champions in the tough. So go forth, sprinkle Stoic stardust in your daily doings, and may every breath you take be a reminder of the strength that resides within you. Whether facing the torrential rains of adversity or basking in the sunshine of good fortune, let's navigate the unpredictable seas of life with the steadiness of a Stoic captain. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe, for this channel is your digital alcove of Stoic sanctuary. Ring that bell, not just as a notifier of new content, but as a clarion call to arm yourself with wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. Until we meet again on this digital forum, hold fast to your Stoic compass and let it guide you to shores of inner peace and fulfillment. And so, with a humorous wink and a reverent nod, I bid you adieu. Stay Stoic, stay splendid, and above all, stay smiling no matter what life hands you.